How do you let money flows? Welcome to day 28. My name is Lucy and I am on these 35 days of Founder Reset. And today I had the reminder of looking back at how do I give money? How do I give? And actually the first in my life, I have been giving a lot, but most of my life, I didn't give money. I gave my time because what I value the most was my time. And it's still today. I still value my time. But over the time, the last few years, I learned as well to give money, to help and to support others in a financial way as well. I do have the belief, and because I have experienced it, when someone asks you for money, if you just give the money and they are in a hard time, it may help them temporarily, but it doesn't solve the root cause. And it's one of the reasons why most of my life I refuse to give money. I changed that a little bit. I put some water in my wine, as we say, to be giving as well if life is what they want right now. But I can give once, but not twice. If the problem is still the same, if they haven't worked on the root cause, if they haven't healed their relationship to money. Because I know just giving money, it doesn't help for those that struggle and are in a pattern. So I distanced myself with this principle that was really firm in myself a few years ago, and I allow as well to give money, to give gift, to give compliment, gift in forms that I was not used to receive, that form that doesn't speak to me as valuable as spending time together. It's my love language, I guess. So I teach myself to really learn other way to be giving, just to be more, spreading around and feeding more. And yeah, like I would say the gems, like putting gems for things, seeds to grow. uh, so then I learned that, and also today make me realize about donating. When we talk about giving, and I never really agree with big causes because I was like, I don't really know where my money is going. And we heard a lot of scandals and money deviation and all those things. So for many, many years, I kind of never willing to give that way. And then lately, I realized, someone made me realize, and giving is good, donating is good, and especially because we are in Bali, many things are based on donation. And it's a tricky thing for me, the based on donation. So, what is your price? What is the price? And it's really tricked the brain because it's not about what should be the price. It's probably somewhere between how do you think about the other person expectation, where we should maybe not be thinking about that, the value you put on the thing that you are actually attending, and then what. Yeah, it's very tricky. And then I think it's a relationship with you and the money, to be able just to be, okay, I'm giving this. And it's hard because there are expectations. We are human beings. There are, I would say, cultural price that if you are local or foreigner, it's kind of different. So I've always been tricky with this one because I'm like, if you expect me to give this, just tell me. So it's clearer. But I realized based on donation is also a great exercise for ourselves, to distance ourselves from what we think the person that received the money will think about us. Because it's a lot about that. When I was trying to put the right price in that bucket, it's okay, am I trying to anticipate what this person is going to think about me? Or I am giving from a place of my heart? And this is different because true giving is coming from the heart. We are not expecting anything on the back. We are not expecting that person to love us because we give more money or less money, or to have a new friendship because we give more. So I think it's really us with his us. Like when it comes to money, it's it's diving into the relationship we have with ourselves, and what are those maybe fears that we have about the judgment of others. And now we come to last year when I organized for the first time my first fundraising for a beautiful project here in Bali to open a healing center for families to overcome issue of fertility, so to really have babies. And this is a project by the community, a local community in the village, and I'm very close from the spiritual leader. So I've been supporting with my gift as much as I could. I gave money, and then I realized this is not enough. A friend made me realize that how can I participate? And I realized that me, by overcoming my fear of asking others about money, I could it could be a service for some people that would love to participate. I was so afraid to ask for money, especially because it's uncomfortable, it's vulnerable, I have to be positioned on why do I do that? And I do that because this project is so heart-centered and helping families, and I see the benefit for the locals community here. So I had to overcome that fear of, even though I am independent and I never had to ask for money in my life to parents or friends or situation, it's still okay to ask for money. It's great. It's a service for the others to give a chance to participate to a project that is bigger than me. It's bigger than the finances I could bring. So something made me shift about that last year. And today I was again on the project side and the construction is going well, and it just made me realize the power of doing that together. So I had to overcome that fear to let the magic happen, to have this project happening. But imagine if I had just stayed in my fear, none of that would have happened. None of that would have served me. And money needs to circulate. Let's be clear on that. And I didn't get that soon early. I only get this principle probably 5 or 6 years ago. I was accumulating. I was in the fear of maybe something will happen and I will need that money to survive. And this was wrong. It was okay because it was where I was. But money needs to circulate. And I saw that power of money last month when I lent money to the spiritual leader to buy wood. I had the money in bank. He needed that money. And I was like, well, it's safe. I know where he lives. I can lend that money. I cannot give it to him. My limit was over. But I was like, I can help him by lending the money. So I gave him the money. And it's crazy because by having the cash at the right moment for him, he saved millions and millions of rupiah on the wood. He got 3 times the value. He got 3 times wood than the value he bought it, because the opportunity was right here, right now. He didn't have the cash flow anymore. He injected everything on the project. But by me having the cash flow and giving it to him, I help him to grab the right opportunity. The coincidence in life, the opportunity that exists only once. He really had a bargain price on that wood. So that made me realize even more, the power of letting circulating money in our life, in our business, but also reminding yourself, myself, cash flow is gold. I know that for many, 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 many years. And I always make sure I have cash available. I have enough big amount of money accessible, especially because I live abroad, especially because I am on my own, especially because all of that. I need to be able in a fast amount of time to exceed 10, 20K. This is where life is magical. This is where money can help you grab the right opportunity. Say yes to maybe something that was not on the plan, but that you really need now. So for many, many years, I have this principle in my life because and this was again a reminder, I do have this faculty. If something tomorrow happen positively or negatively, I do have the cash available. If there is an opportunity that I didn't know and it's time to jump in, I can jump in. Money is not on the way to let me not have the dreams that I want. And this is key for me. So I hope this inspire you a new relationship with money. And I love this topic, and I made a lot of course in program around being friends with money, but it's really about that. So the card of today is collaboration. Coming together creates momentum. When I join forces with others, anything is possible. Collaboration. Coming together creates momentum. When I join forces with others, anything is possible. See you tomorrow.